I think when we were kids, we had one of those like dream accounts, Nicholas and I. And we were called in. It was DreamWorks is what it was called. Now they have a movie company, whatever. The Crest toothpaste, CREST. When that started in like Carnegie Law and like everybody invest in Wall Street so we can get rid of like the evil royals of whatever, create our own partnerships and afford our own bullshit. I think that's the lie that they sold one another. The marketing and research firms that they had established because of well done work or whatever in saltwater territory. They allowed a couple of families to do some research on some of the points that the extraterrestrials then were mentioning to keep an eye on for the consumers to protect the public. One of them was extraterrestrials and humans in saltwater Croc territory had specific patented words that were between interplanetary things. They were not meant for general public. So how is it that the proctor of the proctology report and the gamble on all of the people took off like wildfire just so you could break away from the evil royalty and make some more money and like you could spread the wealth amongst all the stupid and unknowing? Because that's all you did. So according to my binder from elsewhere where we have smart civilized humanoids, Nicholas and I had to prepare. We had to do nest meetings before we became human and come into this, you fucking idiots. And then we had to like make sure that we had our notes in just a proper order and transport back and forth to somewhere smart. Because God help us being stuck here with you all. I woke up to like, they're like, what do you mean you don't use toothpaste, Nicole? Of course, Grandma made us use toothpaste. Your mom makes you use toothpaste. Yeah, no, I know, Uncle Steve, but what makes you think that that's the right thing to do? Like who told Grandma Mariah that toothpaste was the right way to go? Like, how did she know? Like, who was looking out for the consumers then? Like, where were the gods? Did Grandma know a god? Yeah, no, Grandma didn't know a god because Grandma was the god, and Grandma was totally forgotten about. So, salt, brine for your teeth, apparently, is supposed to be, the pH balance is supposed to be just right. It's supposed to cut the mucosa, so this way all of the harmful bacteria doesn't calcify on your teeth and doesn't have a chance to grow during the day, or it's supposed to help halitosis and whole nine. So why is it that everybody insists on using fluoride-infused technology toothpaste? Because fluoride-infused technology is a patent, but not for toothpaste. It's called toothpaste in humanoid elsewhere, but that's the confusion with the vernacular and the rip at the moment. There is a red and black card matrices. It is the same as the playing deck of cards that now they sell to the general public as well. It's the spade and it's the royal, I want to say the royal flush, but right, this is flushing and it's not been flushed in quite a commode. So we have a red and black matrices where it's black in the background and it has red writing on it, not the orange that I have on my radio. To-do list would be to photon spectrum, the difference in the color anomalies and the numeracies based on what the disgusting human population in this humanoid is up to within a range. You just do gamma ranges for everything within the photo spectrum. Because when they ripped my retina off, I had a box, extra human function of red and black writing. I had one retina, which was like I'm looking here in distancing, where it was a full like moving picture of some Vietnamese guy standing at a loading dock looking up at a video camera, which was overlooking, and it was like a beigey brick building. And it was like a gray blacktop, like a blacktop that's been not just recently done, but more of like a gray washed out color, like it's been there for a while. And the big Mack trucks drive over it, right, to load up at the back door. Yeah, that's where he was. I had him on my right eye. My left eye was looking at like a dashboard with little TV sets, and there was somebody on some kind of a keyboard, human, because it had digits, 5 digits on each appendage, and it was looking at the little, I want to say like the security camera, like, but multiple of them on, like, this is a dashboard, kind of like that, but keyboards set in, and then like little box houses of images. And then behind that was my black and red, like matrix, like rain of different coding and whatnot. But the, and it also had red spotlight on whatever fingers were moving within the red and black matrix. But the little movie screens were in full human spectrum color, like as if you're walking around like I do daily, like as if it's the green, I call it green screen, but that gets confusing because it's the green and black matrix. So that's the dome science, that, right, which is DOME, not the DUMB that the living brain dead walk around in. Okay, so that's that. So the security is the red and black matrices, dubbed within and woven into the green and black at the moment. That's where they ripped my retina off. So this way they could try from that moment where I was seeing what the guy was seeing to pair their flapper genetics with my own God genetics, so they could code over and then get in and slip in through back doors of anatomical timing and digital, like, I want to say clock system, but that's so petty. But again, I called him a petty officer and a petty crime, a petty crook. I said, in my book, that's like the worst kind of thing you could possibly be. So, right, so that's what's going on in that matrices. But again, the fluoride technology that's patented is not for the toothpaste that you give out to the general public. That was supposed to be like, they can use regular table salt or like the harder crystal salts. Why are you giving them minty whatever that's dangerous and poisonous to them and making money off of it and spreading the money to 5 people in royalties and whatnot that don't deserve them?